Hello everyone, welcome to Happy Science Meditation Seminar. I'm Bobby Mai, Minister of Happy Science. Thank you for joining us today. First of all, let us recite Prayer to the Lord together. Prayer to the Lord. Our Lord, El Cantare, you are the source of all light, all power, all wisdom, and all love. May you give us light, give us power, give us wisdom, and give us love. O Lord, our Father, please protect this plant of love earth. Protect us from all evil, and open a future for us. O Lord, thank you for giving us light. We give thanks from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you again for joining us today. Today also we have been studying the true Eightfold Path. Eightfold Path is a reflection method to discover the true self, which is the right state of mind that can be found by examining our thought and deeds objectively. Shakyamuni Buddha established 8 checking points through which people can examine their own thoughts and deeds, such as right view, right thought, right speech, right action, right living, right effort, right will, and right meditation. Righteousness in the Eightfold Path does not imply a simple set of model behaviors against which people can judge themselves to be right or wrong. It means a right state that can only be attained through deep contemplation. Today's subject is right living, the use of your time. To people living in the modern age, right living is how to make the best use of one's time. There was a man who compared time to gold coins. He said that every day in the morning, we find 24 gold coins in our pockets. However, many people take their gold coins out of their pockets and threw them into the gutters. They do not seem to think it strange. Truly, time is more valuable than gold coins. Nevertheless, there are many people who do not think wasting time is strange. This is deplorable. As I described in Master Oka's book entitled The Golden Laws, we are all equal in that we each have 24 hours a day. There is no clearer definition of our equality than this. Everyone is given 24 hours a day. Using the 24 hours, some may become great people, while others may end with just harming the world. They say that whether one may go to heaven or hell is determined after going back to the other world. However, that is a result of how one spent one's given time. The point is, for what purpose one used one's given time. the management of your time is absolutely necessary for you to practice Buddha's truth in the present age. When you think of your time, you need to recognize that it does not only mean relative time or clocked time, but also means what is called absolute time. I would like to say that you need to improve the per-hour efficiency of your time. This efficiency does not just equal the efficiency of your work. It is different from the efficiency of simple work, such as light labor. What I mean is to enhance the utopian value of Buddha's truth, which is contained in each hour you are given. This is the amount of one's contribution to the creation of a utopia or to the realization of Buddha's truth within the 24 hours of each day, and it can be divided by the hours to yield an average. The point is that you need to enhance this average. This is the key to turning your life into gold. This viewpoint is very important in practicing reflection. When you reflect on yourself, you may check how you lived the past day. However, this way of reflection is rather vague, and you will often find it difficult to practice. Therefore, I would like to suggest that you reflect from the standpoint of time. This is easier to practice. You should reflect on yourself from the viewpoint of how you spend your time. You should reconsider how you spend your time from when you woke up in the morning till when you went to bed, and check how much you could enhance the efficiency of that time. This does not simply mean the efficiency of your work. You should check to what extent you could enhance the efficiency of your time from the standpoint of Buddha's truth, or in relation to the creation of a utopia, and see whether or not you wasted too much time on irrelevant things. Desk work also shows the value of Buddha's truth if it is done steadfastly and well. It is true that it at least contributes to the small community for which it is done. Therefore, what matters does not always concern the movement directly related with Buddha's truth. But desk work in an ordinary office will also be considered valuable if it is done well in a reliable manner. If one often does negative things such as make mistakes or cause trouble for co-workers or clients, that will be evaluated negatively from the standpoint of Buddha's truth. Therefore, what is important is to check the clients and check the contents of your work within a limited length of time. This is how to reflect on yourself from the aspect of right living. Right action and right living are similar in a way. But as described previously, you can approach right living from the standpoint of how to make good use of the time you are given each day. On the contrary, you may regard right action as the subject of how to do your work or lead your life from a broader point of view. Now, let us watch Master Oka's lecture titled Living Eternity Now.
Master Ryuho Okawa's lecture, Living in Eternity Now, July 29th, 1990. I have selected the title, Living in Eternity Now, for this talk. I wish to talk on the theory of time. First of all, I would like to ask you a question. How do you perceive time? The 24 hours seems to be the same for all of you and for me. That premise that time cannot be increased or decreased is valid too. People say that time cannot be carried forward from the past or used in advance. No one can use yesterday's time or tomorrow's time. However, I am not so sure about this statement. If time is money, why can't we treat time like money? Time as measured by the clock cannot be brought forward from the past or used in advance. But does this principle also apply to subjective time that has some value? I guess that it may not necessarily be the case. Although I first quoted the phrase, time is money. On second thought, time is probably many times more valuable than money. As long as we have time, we can accomplish all sorts of work. And as a result of this work, we can earn certain returns. Everyone shares time as measured by the clock. We all have 365 days a year. But if someone can extend 1 year to 10, he or she will have 10 times greater economic effect, even in a simple clerical job. If 10 years' work could be finished in a year, naturally the work would be 10 times more productive. As a matter of fact, the actual effects will be greater than that, because the work we do is not only simple and routine, it also includes more productive tasks. The higher the level of work, the larger the return it produces. Just as the good investment of money will yield a high return, investing time well will enhance its value. Although everybody is living the same 24 hours, each of us lives in a completely different world, depending on the depth and area of our time. What then is the density or depth of time, multiplied by the area of time? This makes the volume of time. The volume is the end result of how you have lived a lifetime of 80 years. From the viewpoint of the theory of time, the volume, density times area, means the sum total of your life. This will be the answer to the question, how much time have you created in your life? Not the length of time, but the volume. Those who have achieved a lot have actually created a large amount of time within their lifetime. Understanding this is a great secret of successful living. Happy Science teaches the objective and mission of life. The objective of life is to accumulate many different experiences through the process of reincarnation. We come to this world and leave it for the other world many times over. The mission of life is to refine the soul and create utopia on earth. What is a utopian society like? It is a world where everyone on earth can live happily and love each other. It is a world filled with light. We incarnate into this world with a mission, to manifest an ideal world on earth. Once you are aware of this, how does it affect your way of life? It dramatically reduces the time you waste, compared with those who have to go through a process of trial and error. Time is certainly more valuable than money, so you have to determine how you will use your time, in the same way that you make a budget for money. You need to decide on the most effective ways of spending your time. Budgeting time is of crucial importance. One day is limited to 24 hours. An average lifetime is about 80 years maximum, so it is particularly important to allocate this limited time to what is essential, in order to create as much time as possible. It is your mission to turn each day of your life into gold. The more deeply you study truth, the better you must live your life. Turn your time into pure gold. Treat each day with great care instead of wasting it. Look after your gold coins, increase their number, and instead of throwing them into a ditch, spend them on others. This is my sincere wish. This is the meaning of living in eternity now. Please take this opportunity to think about time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Master. How was the Master Oka's lecture? He told us the importance of how to use our 24 hours. How you use your time determines your lifestyle. Please think to use your time for the sake of love to the people. That is a lifestyle of angel of light. Now let us practice self-reflection on the right living. Please reflect on the past week to see how you used your time. How did you use time which is said to have great value like golden coins? Check every second of your 24 hours. Did you waste your time? Second, how do you wish to use your week after this seminar? What would you do to change your lifestyle? Can you think of ways to improve your life, and can you actually practice it? Think this out positively. Now let us practice self-reflection. Firstly, let us recite prayer to guardian and guiding spirits. Prayer to guardian and guiding spirits. My guardian and guiding spirits, deep inside of me, you are the fountain of life, the light of hope, the source of wisdom, and the shield of courage. Every day may you help me develop my soul and refine my mind. Every day May you give me inspiration and show me the right path to follow. Please protect me from all evil and guide me in living a better life. For this I give my thanks. Now let us practice right living. Please sit straight and close your eyes lightly. Start breathing deeply. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe deeply and try to calm your mind. Now let us begin the self-reflection on right living. Checkpoints are shown on the screen. Please begin. Please endure reflection. How was the reflection? Could you use your time efficiently for the sake of creation of utopia or for the sake of love for other people? Now let us practice meditation for increasing your income tenfold. Please imagine that your income increased tenfold. Then, what kind of lifestyle would you like to live? Let us begin.
Our first meditation is called Meditation for Increasing Your Income Tenfold. What if your income were 10 times what it was now? If you can visualize yourself having 10 times more income, you get closer and closer to making this goal a reality. Now, meditate on the actions you would take if your income increased tenfold this very day. Open your eyes slowly. How was it? You can think about either your personal income increasing tenfold or your company's revenues. At any rate, by constantly thinking about what you would do if your financial base were 10 times as much as it is now, that vision will get closer to becoming reality. This principle is almost without fail. If you can picture yourself being your regular self when your income increases, then you have the capacity to receive such an increase. If you're unable to do this, then your ability to visualize it is not enough yet. Therefore, regardless of whether you have your personal or company's future in mind, constantly having a mental image of what you want to do when your financial base is 10 times larger, that image will close the gap between your desire and reality. It may happen in as little as 1 year, or it may take 3 or 5 years. If you constantly have an ideal image of yourself, it will become reality. By holding on to the image of your income increasing 10 times, what you need to do in order to make it reality will become clear to you. This is something achieved through meditation that cannot be accomplished through regular self-reflection. There's no form of self-reflection that will increase your financial standing tenfold. Through this meditation, you will see the status of your company's or personal finances 10 times what they are today. From there, you'll be able to trace backwards through what it is you need to get to that point. The image that you paint in your mind is that of yourself achieving your goals in the future. We talk about increasing tenfold often here at Happy Science. Every year, we talk about increasing our membership many times over, and these goals have been achieved within 1 year. I believe that since our progress is fast, you would have absolutely no problem imagining tenfold growth within 1 year, or perhaps within 2 years.
How was your meditation? If you can visualize your income tenfold, you can choose special lifestyle to focus on the realization of the mission. Eightfold Path is a method to restore your true self as a spiritual self. So please practice every day. Thank you for joining us today, and I'll see you next week at the temple in Atlanta. Thank you for joining us today. I'll see you next. Bye-bye.